This video will cover the inevitable, that which is sure to come. I am going to. It's strange to even try to begin to say what's really on my mind, but it's going to come out maybe a little bit sloppy, but probably going to have to do some editing. But I want whoever will hear this video to get their mind around what exactly it will be like when Revelation 13 is fulfilled. Now, not to sound like superior or like I just have all the answers, but I am of very strong opinion that this pertains to people who continue to deny truth. Now, of course, if you follow my videos, you know that I am referring to creation. For those who have seen all the overwhelming evidence of the obvious flat surface, stationary, plain earth, and continue to deny and to continue to not acknowledge the fact that they have been proven wrong, they are really unaware of the spiritual damage that they are imposing on themselves. And the end result will be Revelation chapter 13. To continue to deny blatant truth is strong evidence that you are of those whose names are not written in the book. Now, it would only make sense to read Revelation chapter 13. And I will read chapter 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds, and tongues, and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, I thought it was only fair to read the entire chapter, and I will not go into or to attempt to do an explanation of the representation of the heads and the appearance of the beast with the various types, like the mouth of a lion and the feet of a bear and whatnot. I'm not going to go into those images. I believe that is the spirit realm visual, which is real. The physical realm, the beast is a Nephilim, my strong opinion. And he will be, I will not be surprised if this beast is at least 90 feet tall. He's going to be a match of Nebuchadnezzar's image that he calls people to worship. I've covered that in another video. Now, the main purpose of me even making this video is to give a warning of what hopefully no one will be left around to go through this whole thing. But before I get into the main meat of what I want to say, I want to acknowledge the second beast, which is in verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. Now there's the earth, and then there's the sea. There's two differences. The first beast came out of the sea. The second beast comes out of the earth. I don't think it's relevant to explain the differences of the earth and the sea as far as their origins, but I do want to touch on the second beast. Is basically known by many Bible scholars as the false prophet. I believe the false prophet. I have a word of knowledge. I hate to throw that. That's very gratuitous for me to just throw that out there. I honestly believe I know who the false prophet is. Yep, sounds crazy, sounds like over the top. Roll your eyes up in your head and say, I'm done. Well, go ahead and turn the video off if you want, but I believe I know who he is. This false prophet would only be having the appearance of a lamb, but actually a dragon, basically a wolf in sheep's clothing, being highly skilled in the area of DNA and regeneration, my opinion. This false prophet would have the ability to perform restorations. This would explain the so-called miracle of this wounded head. So this beast is wounded and killed, and he's brought back to life. This is, in my opinion, this is the performance of DNA manipulation, regeneration, AI implications, so forth and so on. And the image that the beast will have created for him will be, in my opinion, it will be a product of artificial intelligence. It will be his image, and this false prophet slash physicist will cause this image to come alive. And basically, I'm just going to say it will be a clone of the Antichrist. And as a sick ritual, demand to worship this image, I believe, it's no point in me trying to explain why they would have people worshiping this image, but it will just basically demonstrate absolute authority and control over those whose names are not written in the book of life. And I'll just briefly go over verse 10. I think it's kind of pretty obvious what verse 10 actually means, who it applies to. Of course, it's a general law it greatly supports capital punishment, but I believe verse 10 is referencing Mystery Babylon the Great herself. And this is a precursor of her destruction. And she is guilty of verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience of the faith. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Now the patience and the faith of the saints, those elect who are still around witnessing all this, we will be rooted in our foundation because of our genuine belief, since we have been enlightened to his truth of his kingdom, the gospel of the kingdom to be preached, and the end shall come. That is the catalyst of his return. This is why I believe it is the single most important gospel, besides, of course, the gospel of the resurrection of Christ, of Jesus Christ himself. His kingdom being recognized as real activates his return. Period. This is why I'm pushing so hard for this to be fulfilled. Matthew 24:14. All right, now what I know in my heart that is going to happen, and the evidence of the lying wonders is in this very chapter. They worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. This is Satan giving this power to the Antichrist. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? Now, apparently this is after his resurrection, because it's right after verse 3. He saw, and I saw his head, one of his heads wounded to death, and the deadly wound was healed. They have witnessed this resurrection, so to speak. And in verse 6, he opened his mouth against God to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell therein, in them that dwell in heaven. And okay, I'm just going to stop right there. Verse 6 is as far as I need to go to address my narrative, my purpose of making this video. They are the people who are on the earth who are singing, who is able to make war with the beast. It's because not only is we're witnessing something we've never seen before. It's Nephilim. He's resurrected, and he is finally, well, I can't say he's finally, but the system will finally speak the truth of creation through this monster. Now you're talking about getting broadsided at 150 miles an hour. Cognitive dissonance off the chart. Not only will the world be shocked at his appearance, but this Antichrist beast will speak the truth of creation. After, I don't know when they're going to try to pull the fake alien invasion UFOs. They may not even do it at all. Either way, it's going to be a major head fake, a major psyop to try to carry out an alien invasion. Whether they do it or not, it's going to be presented as an absolute failure, so that people will lose faith in the system that they have been believing in all this time. Now, timing is everything on this, and I believe they know their timing to bring in this Antichrist on the scene after the fake invasion is obviously been exposed, the resurrection of this beast, the terror that he instills in everyone watching him. Then he says, yes, we have lied about creation. And then he will go on to explain why he has lied. Now this is the blasphemy the scriptures are speaking of. He will speak blasphemous words against the Most High. Okay, it will go something like this. This is why we lied to you. Many years ago, I and my forces, the dragon, Lucifer himself, we have defeated the heavenly host. We have destroyed the Godhead. Jesus, the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit are wiped out. And they will show images. They'll show images of flat earth, number one. They'll show the firmament. They'll show their outer realms of earth. They'll show all the continents beyond the ice wall. This is going to blow everybody away, truthers included. And because they will show the authenticity of the images, they will go on to show the firmament. And then they're going to conjure images of heaven itself, the throne of God. The massacre, so-called massacre of all the heavenly hosts will be on display in their fake images. And everyone will be at this utter despair. Okay? This will cause everyone to bow down and worship this beast. And this explains the statement in verse 4. And they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who was able to make war with them? This is why they make that statement, because they will be convinced through images, through false displays, that God is dead and all the angels are dead. This is the setup. This is the purpose of this video. But those who are rooted in the truth will know that this will all be a lie, because we will be protected by the Spirit of God. We will be protected by His truth. And of course, this is just before, and this event that I'm describing will be, no doubt, right before Michael the angel comes down and makes an announcement that Babylon the Great has fallen. He will make that announcement. But the period of time between this great presentation of an apparent victory of the beast and the false prophet and all Satan's minions, to the event of Michael the great angel coming down and announcing Babylon the Great has fallen. And then I heard another voice saying, come out of her, my people. Then people will know, hey, they're still there. They are not dead. And then that's the rapture. That's what, come out of her, my people. That is the rapture. I've explained that in another video. I think that's the Abomination of Desolation video I've recently done. Basically, this is all I wanted to say this time around, and I think I've talked long enough. Hopefully I'll have some more information to come, but then again, I hope that won't be necessary to make any more videos, because I believe time is definitely closer and closer. But with that being said, may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with us all.